Hey JB, how are you?
I am doing great, Shana. How about you?
I'm doing very well. We are back
Woohoo!
for another
It's been a
segment.
while, too.
It has been a while. I think everybody's been super busy with the summer.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's August already. What the?
Where has the
Where did
time
it go?
gone?
I mean, I looked over there. It was May. Now it's August. What am I going to do next? It's going to be winter.
I know. Then we're going to have to start preparing, educating our customers on winter tires and all of that jazz. But for the time being, we have some
another
other
subject.
we
Yeah.
have some other things to talk about.
We're going to talk about reviews, right?
We are going to talk about reviews.
And because you're with MDM, our social media people, why are these reviews something we want to make sure our shops know about?
Reviews are one of the biggest reasons people will choose a shop, a business, a product. You know, rather than a business saying that they're great and they're the best, they want to hear it from the people that are actually working with them, using their products, using their services, because they find a little bit more validity in that. But I think more importantly, it gives you a reason to, boost your SEO opportunities when it comes to being found on Google, because Google looks at that as, you're a relevant business. People are leaving timely reviews, so they know that, people are coming to your shop, they're having experiences with your shop, and that's automatically helping your local reviews as well.
So you mentioned SEO. What does that mean?
So SEO is search engine optimization, and basically what that is being found on search engines like Google, Bing. It's how people, when they're searching on these search engines, are going to find your business, and reviews are a key factor into that.
Very cool. You know what? Here's the other thought about reviews. In the olden days, you used to say, hey, where's the good blacksmith at? And someone would say, Sven, he's the good guy. You got to go talk to him. And that's how it worked, right? But nowadays, social media basically does that. And think about that. You've got a large community to reach out to through social media, and reviews are going to help get you people in.
Absolutely. And I think what a lot of people forget about is, regardless of if your presence on these websites, people are going to be talking about you anyway.
Yes.
And that's why it's important for people to intercept conversations and be a part of these conversations, good or bad.
I don't know if we have the time, but real quick, once I was working in a dealership at one time, and I was at a party, and I heard somebody going off about how bad their service was at some shop, and it turns out to be my shop. So I started to listen to the conversation. I didn't want to identify myself. And a lot of you people out there that do service, you don't want to get involved at that point. So I found out who they were, and I actually reached out to them. And I said, listen, we're going through our jobs that we did recently. How is service? And the customer let me know that they were very unhappy. And there's a great ending to it. I'll just keep it short, is that I, discovering what the problem was, got the car back and got the customer fixed. And they wound up being a really great customer.
And we see that oftentimes. Sometimes people just want a little bit of an acknowledgement and a solution to the problem. And they're going to think that much more of your shop rather than if they just came in and had a standard experience.
Yes. And that all, again, gets us right back to the reviews.
Exactly. So, again, reviews are a great way for you to expand awareness around your shop, to bring in new customers and bring in customers that are ultimately going to be promoters of your products and services. And that's so important. If you have people saying on behalf of your business that you're doing great work or giving you opportunities to improve, then your shop's only going to grow.
Absolutely.
And we typically see, so the main review sites that we see are sites like Google, Facebook, Yelp. These are all websites that your business should be present on, and then you should really be monitoring to see what people are saying about your shops. And it should be important that you're responding to both positive and negative reviews. I know a lot of people often get uncomfortable when it comes to negative reviews, but it's an opportunity to have a conversation.
Well, it really is. We don't really need to spend time on positive reviews because we all know they're good. The more you get, the better it is. But the negative review, again, gives you that chance, like I just explained at that party. Maybe I worked with a customer today, and they never let me know that I upset them or I did something they thought was, they didn't like it. So they want to put a review out there. Well, when they do that, that gives me a chance to respond and hopefully fix it. Now, we know that not all negative reviews can be fixed, because sometimes the customer's expectations are way out of whack. But you still want to make the attempt to work with your customer, and using that review as a tool is going to help you do that. And on top of that, Shana, people are going to look through those, and you may be like me, maybe not, You always look at the top reviews and the bottom reviews, right? So what's this one down here? And when they see the bottom reviews and they see that they've been fixed, that they've been rectified, that shows that we have a real shop here. When it's all perfect, 5 stars and all that stuff, it makes you question it.
Absolutely. And that brings up a really great point. I think a lot of shops are they're so eager to just delete the negative reviews when really that's actually more harmful to your business, because one, the customer feels like their opinion doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And that's the last thing you want to happen. You want to make sure that their opinion is heard and that you're doing what you can. And granted, like we said before, there's some customers that you're never going to please, whether their expectations are too high, whether it's out of your control. There's some things that you can't actually fix. But as long as you acknowledge and look for a solution and look for a way to improve upon that experience in their next visit, then that's sometimes the only type of acknowledgement that they need in order to come back and give your shop another try.
Yeah, and sometimes having to express, and that's right, let the customer express themselves. And I've had customers just holler at me or it blew my hair off and all that stuff because it's just craziness.
Mm-hmm.
But after they get over that and they've had that moment to say that, a lot of times you both can take a deep breath and get on with it, fix it or do whatever. And reviews, again, is just another form of that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So make sure, apologize for the experience, whether it was your fault or not. They did have a negative experience at your shop. Look for a solution. Always remember to be polite. It's very easy to be emotional when it's something that's so close to your heart and it's your business. Don't sound too defensive, but ultimately look for a solution where you can grow together and you can mend the relationship so that way you can move past it and hopefully gain a new customer that's going to come back and say, you know what, they really went out of their way to help me. Now I want to tell even more people about it because my entire opinion on this business has changed.
That is very, very true, and I can say that I've seen it happen time and time again.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's a learning experience at the end of the day, and I think that's what's most important for shops to know. If you don't have a heartbeat on what is going on in your shops and what people think about you, ultimately you're never going to be able to continue to grow and improve on behalf of your customers.
And another thing I'll share with you, when I'm working on some of the items that I have to do, I found out that most shops see Facebook as the main place to go.
Sure.
So it's a good time, I think, to share that Google would also be another place that you want to look at.
Mm-hmm.
You agree with that?
I completely agree with that. And I think ultimately you have to give your customers the option of what's convenient for them. So, we're talking about positive and negative reviews, how to respond to them, but oftentimes people are more interested in how to actually get these reviews, right? Because at the end of the day, there's a few different ways that we can do it. I know some of the ways that people have been really successful is just training the people at the front desk to encourage them, remind them. If they had a great experience, if they didn't, make sure that you're leaving reviews on any of the sites that you're active on.
Mm-hmm.
You can also send email reminders. So if you know that so many customers came in, maybe that's part of your marketing efforts. You're sending email reminders saying, hey, if you had a great experience here, make sure you leave us a review. Google, Facebook, Yelp. And then there's also tools like Bolt-On's Review Manager, which it just sends an automated text message after someone comes in for a service and reminds them, hey, we have the opportunity to listen to what you thought about your experience at our shop, and we really want to hear.
It makes it really, really simple. I mean, just a couple of clicks, customers got the easily, I can't even talk right now. The customers got the ability to give you a rating.
Mm-hmm.
And that, again, is going to boost you up to where you need to be.
Absolutely. And again, we've talked about it time and time again, whether it's convenience in your shop or convenience when it comes to reviews. Allow your customers to leave reviews on the platforms that they're actively on,
Mm-hmm.
because most likely that's also the platforms that their friends, their families, their acquaintances are also on as well. So if it's reaching those people, it could be new business opportunities for you as well.
And that's perfect. And just, I think one of the most biggest things to mention here is just ask for the reviews. People don't realize that sometimes just asking is all you need to do. And that customer has a very positive experience, boom, they're going to do it for you.
Absolutely. It's just a simple ask of a question. Oftentimes, and especially when it comes to positive reviews, people expect to have good reviews, or excuse me, good experiences when they are paying for a product or service.
Mhm.
So it's not top of mind for them to go on and share their experience if that's something that, one, they already expect, but then two, have also just come to look at as normal as your shop.
Mhm.
So a simple ask of a question could end up leading you new business in the long run.
And the more you get, the more you'll be noticed.
Absolutely, 100%. So, in a recap, make sure that you're responding to both positive and negative reviews. Negative reviews should never be deleted. Make sure you're reaching out, looking for a solution, and apologizing for the experience, and simply ask. That's the only way that you're going to generate new reviews.
And that will make you a success.
That will make you a success. So as always, we're so excited for everybody who tunes in to our short live streams where we're able to give you the best information in order to grow your automotive shop. If you have any questions or suggestions on next topics, make sure you comment below so that way we know what information is most interesting to you.
Yes, and always remember, Sven, he's the blacksmith that you want.
All right, until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.